I'm not trying to tell a story. I'm trying to avoid it altogether. Wait, let me get this straight. You took the first digital photo? Is your store closed?
All right, we're back with another episode of Walkie Talkie. Today with the homie Mark. Mark, what's good?
Not much, man. Excited to do this, a little nervous, but I'm here.
Can you introduce yourself for the people?
My name is Mark Anthony Portillo from Rojas City, Philippines. Born and raised by way of Lodi, New Jersey, and I'm based out of Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Where are we shooting today?
Midtown, a little downtown, mix of both. Yeah, regular stuff.
Cool, let's go.
Let's do it.
Mark, how would you describe your style of photography?
No rules, I don't know. I'm a bit of a generalist, I guess. I don't really look for anything specific, right? It's like, I feel like it's a river, and I just let it come. What's that, man?
Okay.
A little sign?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a graphic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
That's what we do. We do graphics.
Good luck, man. The windows always look great. Are you the manager and stuff?
No, we're a third party. We're a subcontractor.
I see.
We make bases, and so when they change these out, we do the.
Something I started doing, like I got this black tape. I always move the f-stop. So I've been doing this. It just stays on there,
Just
If I'm doing flash, yeah.
Is that TTL? You TTL?
Nah, I go manual.
What are you shooting with? Like, what's the camera for today?
M10 monochrome with a 24 Elmar. Got into an accident recently. Look at that, man.
Why the switch to the monochrome, the M10 monochrome?
It just wasn't working for me. I've always shot film. I mean, never really had a digital camera until this is technically my first digital camera, and it just like worked. It didn't work against me, right? Like, it takes a long time to find something that's not working against you, and it just clicked for me immediately. And I haven't really shot film since. I mean, I tried here and there, but I just always come back to this.
Talk to me about black and white versus color. I know you got the monochrome, so it's kind of always black and white. But why go with the monochrome versus the regular M10 where you can just choose to do black and white after the fact?
It's about like being open-ended, I guess. Black and white leaves space for the viewer to come up, to use their brain to kind of see the image, right? Like, it doesn't have color. And to me, it's like truthful in a way. I think photos are inherently kind of like lies. The abstraction from black and white. You know what it is? It's like a song without lyrics. Like jazz in a way. I always like to look in here. Oh, it's gnarly. Yeah, if you're looking for a free scooter, there's one over here. I don't know if they'll be here in a month or two. Free scooter. Okay.
Simon Walls, how old are you?
41.
When did you get into like street photography specifically?
2020. Sort of a new thing for me, yeah. And I used to do 3D photography before it. And I did that for like 10, 11 years. And when COVID hit, I had to, couldn't shoot and needed an outlet. I started doing deliveries. Started seeing things while I was doing deliveries. So I started bringing a camera out. That's how it started for me. Actually, Daniel Arnold's kind of part of it too. I didn't know street photography. Like, all I knew was everybody street. And that was sort of it. I thought like it was dead. And one day, I had my little 3D camera. It's a medium format 3D camera. It's a Rolly, actually. And this dude, I think it was Houston Street, comes up to me. He's like, yo, what kind of camera is that? Like, oh, it's a 3D rollie from the 1920s. Turned out that dude was Daniel Arnold. And exchanged information, and I saw his stuff. I'm like, oh, just, an explosion in my head. That helped for sure. The 3D thing kind of ended for me right there. Let me show you this spot right here. This spot's really cool, dude. This is a restaurant inside a freight elevator entrance. Just wanted to show this place. This place is amazing. So
God bless, man. Yeah.
come to this restaurant, man. I want to see lines next time I come here.
Appreciate that. Hell yeah, man.
Food's great. And look at this. This is a freight elevator entrance. Fuck the graphic design food places that are popping up. Go to these places. Support my mans over there.
When did you move to New York?
Like 10 years ago. I grew up in Jersey, and I went to school here after high school. Yeah, as a kid, I used to, cut school and take the bus in and walk around, get lost. I feel like that was like a lot of important times for me as a kid. Just really kind of fell in love with the city. I think that's my parents' first time hearing that. Used to cut school and come here by bus. So sorry, Mom and Papa. Yeah, I feel like I try to, I'm like reliving those times a lot when I'm doing this, Look at this guy. What's this, man? You made this?
Yeah, it's kind of just all sitting on top of each other. It's not put together really well. Yeah, it's cool.
Does it work?
Well, not yet. But it could really easily. I just got it as a cart right now.
You said you were doing like a different type of photography, not necessarily street back then.
Yep.
For like a decade.
Right.
Mr. GIF.
Mr. GIF. Yeah, I did that for 10, 11 years.
What started you doing like the 3D stuff?
Well, it started with just regular GIFs at first. Me and a couple homies did it together. It was actually a collective, Mr. GIF. It's me, Jimmy, and Seyron, and it's just a Tumblr thing. We just wanted to make GIFs, and it started gaining followers. And one day I saw this website where someone found negatives from these 3D cameras from the 80s. What they were used for is for lenticulars. You would send it off, they would print it in a lenticular, which is like a 3D. Anyway, they would have those free toys, and you have like a little 3D thing that would come with it. Anyway, that was the purpose of those cameras, but we started animating them on Photoshop and posting them as GIFs. That's how I re-fell back in love with photography. Started shooting that stuff, and one day Jimmy Fallon's crew hit us up. Get this email like, hey, you want to come shoot behind the scenes while we film an episode? And we were like, whoa, what? So we did, we shot these GIFs of the Roots and Jimmy Fallon and posted it on Tumblr, and it just kind of blew up a bit, and like 2 weeks after that, Anthony Bourdain hit us up, and it was just crazy. It was like 10 years of that. Life-changing, Also, it got kind of boring, When I started, I was like, yeah, I can do this for the rest of my life. And then 10 years in, you're like, oh man. And I guess that energy started being refocused to this. Very good memory, especially, with Tony. This picture actually is the first time I met him. It was at Prospect Park. And by the way, if you want a copy of the shirts, wait till the end of the video. We'll let you know how to get one. The first day I met him, it was at this event in Prospect Park called Googa Mooga. He was headlining, and he had a whole lecture. And we were all hanging out backstage. Thanks to Helen Cho, by the way. Helen, I miss you, man. It's crazy. I mean, he was like a hero, man. I watched the show growing up, and here he was, And I was smoking cigarettes on the side. And every now and then he would run out of the tent, pluck the cigarette out of my mouth, take a couple pulls, put it back in my mouth, and like ran back in his tent. He was like hiding cigarettes from his wife at the time, I guess. And he was just so cool, man. But this photo, if you go online and you Google Anthony Bourdain middle finger beard, and you'll see like people have taken this image and they try to sell it on like products, like their shirts. It's kind of insane. And actually, I didn't know it was happening. One day my friend's like, yo, I saw your shirt in the subway. I'm like, I never made a shirt. What are you talking about? Like, your Anthony Bourdain shirt. I'm like, no, I never made a shirt, man. It's like, no, I saw someone with that middle finger photo. So I started Googling it, and there it was. It used to mess me up, but I think it's fine, man. People telling me, you gotta sue these people, or you gotta do this and that, but it's just people trying to make some scratch online. It's fine. I just like that the photo has legs. You know, I've never made anything that's vibrated like that. So just grateful I was able to meet him, take this picture.
Talk to me about your approach out here. It seems like from the observations throughout this episode already, there's kind of a mix of like candids and talking to people.
Yeah, I try not to have rules. That's sort of my approach, really. I mean, we have rules in everyday life. And it's a way to practice a no-rule approach to things, you know, just being open to everything. To me, I guess like my trigger, I realize, is things I've never seen before. It's almost like I want to be there when things change. You ever hear of that concept, time speeding up? It's by Terence McKenna. It's a theory within a theory of his novelty theory. And he has this concept of like, the only way to measure time is through events. Like if you take 1,000,000 years, 1,000,000,000 years ago, and a minute today, like nothing happened then. In a minute now, there's so much happening. And you can only really measure time by events. And there's always something that's pushing things for more events. Like one day it was the Big Bang. One day it was like volcanoes. One day it was like human DNA. Today is the internet. I kind of look for that, I guess. Not strictly, but things changing is super interesting to me. You know, to be honest, man, I feel like I'm not like the best street photographer. This is really a thing I do for fun and to keep sharp, honestly. You know, I do other photography, you know, I do boxing, the Amish work. Like before I go upstate, I try to shoot as much as I can here. Not really to get photos. If I get photos, that's cool. But I'm getting warmed up before I get upstate. So when I'm there, I'm ready. Rust is the thing. You know what I mean? Like you stop boxing, let's say, for a while. You collect ring rust. And you jump in the ring, you just rusty. I sort of use street to keep sharp. Tuna can?
Yeah.
That's
Want
good.
some?
Good protein. Do I want some?
Yeah. It's fresh tuna fish. Try it.
I get this one. Me get this one.
Yeah. Go
I'll
ahead.
do half.
Take
You
the
sure?
rest for yourself.
No, right here is good. What's your name, man?
And I'm just going up here to Panhandle for some money to get some more tuna and stuff.
Let me take a
I'm
picture.
homeless.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. You can take a picture of me
Hold on one second.
holding it.
I want to take a picture with your 9/11 band
Yeah.
and the tuna can,
Yeah.
if I can.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I got this the other day. Go ahead. Make sure you get it all.
Hey, sir, thank you, bro.
No problem. No
This is
problem.
for you, man. I want to help you out too,
Hey, thanks.
and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for lunch.
Thanks. No
All right, bro.
problem.
That's the shit I used to do when I was a kid, man. Just like talk to random people. It's like what the city's about, you know. Eating tuna from some stranger.
Your
Need
mom,
that protein.
and dad's gonna see that. They were like, "What are you doing, Mark?" Uy.
Wait.
Is that something you've always been good at? I feel like it's a skill that not many people, or not everybody has.
Well, I don't know if I'm good. I'm just a curious guy, I think. I feel like that's sort of my superpower, you know? I'm just, oh, here we go. I'm just super curious. That's really it. I genuinely really like people, man. I feel like the city, you get to meet all kinds of people. It's the mix that like makes it for me. Filipino.
You're from the Philippines originally?
Yes, born and raised Raja City. I wish I was there right now.
When did you and your family come to the States?
My parents came before me, but I came in '93 when I was in 3rd grade, whatever age that was.
Talk to me about your influences. Which photographers have kind of made a big impact on how you photograph?
I'm a big Danny Lyon believer. He's sort of my goat, but that might change, you know. That's a always changing thing. Deanne Arbus, a big one for me. Walker Evans, another one. I don't really buy books like that, I'm ashamed to say. don't really have the funds to do so. But when it comes to books, I'm trying to get all of Danny Lyon's books. I think he was a great one, man. I think his approach and his intent, I mean, he changed journalism as a photographer, dude. You know, during that new journalism, 60s, 70s with all those writers, he was the photographer equivalent to Hunter Thompson. You know, the idea of like, if you want to write about drugs, you take the drugs. Danny Lyon, it's like if you want to write about the civil rights movement, you go join it. If you want to write about motorcycle riders, you join the gang, you know? And he's like really stuck to that. He only made books for money, and he only took on projects he had a connection to and things he wanted to change. But you know, to be honest, I'm not like a photophile in that sense. I'm a little like David Lynch. David Lynch said something like, you know, he loved movies and everything, but he wasn't a cinephile like a lot of directors are. He pulled a lot of inspiration from other things. You know, he was a painter originally, but he changed movies, man. How much you got? How much you got?
Oh man, where are you from?
What you say?
Where are you from?
Philippines.
The best. The best.
Oh yeah? You been there?
I was there 10 times.
Oh, okay. Where, Manila? Boracay. Okay lang.
How long you stay here?
I've been here since '93. Nice to meet you, buddy.
So everybody always wants to know, is photography your full-time thing?
Trying, man. Not exactly. I wish it was. I'm working on it. Like the photography thing, it's not quite there yet, but I made moves I think I've been doing it for a year and a half now. I have a fight in a couple weeks I'm excited for in Long Island that I've been doing for a couple years. Still trying to break into it. You know, it's a very tight circle, that boxing world. Like, you know, just like anything, they don't want to hire you unless you've done it before, which is like this paradox, right? So you got to find your way to make that work to kind of prove that. That's where I'm at, I guess. But shout out Pern. He really helping me expose to that world. And, it's a good one, man. It's super interesting, boxing. Especially now. You know, sports is interesting to me because like boxing, you know, in a lot of ways, it's like better than like cinema or what we have out there, like movies and stuff, TV shows, because in sports, you know, just boxing, it's like you're not seeing a narrative that someone has made for you. They're not trying to mind read you to feel a certain way. Like boxing is like you're seeing chaos kind of unfold. There's no narrative. It's just like you put these two things together and that's what you're watching. You know what I mean? Can't predict it, which is really cool. That's something I've also been interested in, like a non-narrative approach to photography. I feel like that's what I'm exploring these days. I feel like narrative is the problem, which is a really weird thing to say as a photographer and in this world. And in this interview, I feel like stories are sort of the problem. I'm trying to explore that. Like, what is it to have no story? Or at least like try not to like mind read the viewer, but you're showing more than like telling a story, I guess. And I feel like street photography is already there. I can't speak for everybody. It's a terrible thing to do, but we're just letting it come. You know what I mean? And what you get is what you get. There isn't like trying to make you think a certain way, or that's not everybody, but I feel like in the non-narrative space, I fucking hate that word. Street photographers they're 1 foot in already in a lot of ways.
Common question people always ask, it's like, what story are you trying to tell with your photograph?
I'm not. That's my approach to think. One of, at least. I'm not trying to tell a story. I'm trying to avoid it altogether. I'm not trying to mind read you to feel a certain way. I don't want to tell you a story, I want to pose questions. It's like that, I guess. Like I want you to see something and with your brain, figure it out yourself, you know what I mean? See if we have some luck at the park.
Wait, so how'd you get started in boxing? Photographing boxing.
I did an HBO Real Sports gig. Thanks to Jeff, the homie. And from that gig, I met Curran through that gig. And I've always had an interest in boxing, you know. Yeah, you know, Manny Pacquiao, man. And even before that, like I grew up watching Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, and always had an interest in it. Not that I box or anything, but always watched boxing. And, you know, doing this street thing, it kind of lend its hand to it too. It's a lot of like hyperactivity, kind of focused for like 3 minutes, just like blasting, waiting for like this opening where everything kind of works. It's really hard, challenging. It's not like you get there and it's guaranteed you'll get a photo. It's very hard. Even with like the best equipment, it's still pretty hard. Like a lot of times they're always covering their face. That's what boxing is. You're not trying to get punched, right? So if you don't have a face, you don't get the eyes or whatever, you kind of don't have a picture a lot of times. And even when they throw a punch, they're covering. So like if they throw the left and you're over there, then you kind of have a punch. I mean, you have a shot. It's very hard, but right when you nail it, you know what I mean? Everything kind of just aligns in both their faces and you get the punch. It's a great feeling. Yeah, man.
Yours?
No, it's a good idea though, huh? Yeah, do your thing, bro.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Are you a professional?
Trying. Are you? You take photo? That's a good one, huh? You ever seen that? Are you a photographer?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Lucien.
Lucien. Okay. Mark. This guy shot the first digital camera ever. What was that like? What year was that? 80s?
1991.
91.
I have it here. Two friends of mine came over that night. I had gotten it from the factory. And they came over, so this is the first digital photos of them looking at themselves in a digital monitor.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it's very nice to meet you. It's cool running into you. Wait, let me get this straight. You took the first digital photo,
the
or?
first one, the engineers who were working on the camera, they
Right,
were taking
right,
photos.
technically.
They weren't really photos, they were charts on the wall. Dressed appropriately.
Hey, King, look.
When you wish you had color? Yo,
What's up, bro? You ain't let me be ready. I got you.
real close. Sick. Thank you guys.
What's your name?
Mark,
Skittles, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you guys. It's Fashion Week?
Yes, sir.
Out of town or?
I just moved to it.
All right. All right.
You're from Texas.
Welcome, man.
You see how you see, he just got it. This is natural right here. You recording this? This is natural. This is what we call swag, okay? Look,
Yeah.
look, the Clarks, you see? I don't have to say no more.
Look, we gotta get you from behind the camera, yeah.
Yeah.
He Mr. Sexy Man now.
Get 'em.
Yeah.
So Mark, you've kind of touched upon this subject a couple times, the Amish project. Can you talk about it? What is it? How did it start?
Started actually just by chance, really. It's all based on luck, man. I been camping upstate and you know, started dating my girlfriend, and I realized she had family really close to where we go camping every year. So when we started dating, we made it like a package. We'll go camping and then go visit her family. And her family lives in a town that a lot of Amish people live. And you know, going year after year, the Amish just started intriguing me. Like, it was like an overload in information that I didn't know. You know, like there was so much to learn about them, and just like fascinating. I guess it started with just how interesting they were, and over time, maybe like a year or two, I decided to maybe bring a camera, see what happens. You know, like see what it'd be like to have the camera. Hi, how you doing?
And you live in Brooklyn?
Yes.
That's close to New York City?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of thought so.
Yes.
You ever been there?
Yeah. I've been there in the train station.
Interesting.
I probably planted them, I don't know, maybe 8 weeks ago. And then I can take some off every few days.
Do you have bees on your property, like a beehive?
No.
Because I heard like zucchinis are one of them that like you need bees around in order.
Yeah, but we just, have the wild bees.
In the beginning, really was like the rarity of the photos. You know what I mean? It's like something not a lot of people get to see. And that's sort of what drove me. Just like these images that are rare, I guess. But over time, it became not that. You know, it's just really, they're like impressive. They're like a very closed off, exclusive group of people. And their culture is based on not being like everybody else, which is like, to me, like pretty punk rock, man. When you see Amish, you don't think punk, but to me, that's some punk rock shit. To live in a world and like just say no to everything, and we're gonna do our own thing.
So when you photograph the Amish, do you like talk to them, or is it candid? What's the approach?
It's a little bit of both, you know, trying to develop more of a relationship. I mean, ultimately, I'd like to stay there for a period of time. You know, that's sort of a long-term goal. But they have a lot of different rules, right? And the Amish upstate specifically, they come from places like Pennsylvania, Indiana, where there's bigger communities of Amish. And they've left those places because they disagreed with certain rules that they have. And it's really normal for an Amish family to just leave the place they're staying because of disagreements, and then move and find their own and start their own community. Is your store closed? Oh, their door. Okay.
Are you still selling anything? Last year you were doing like eggs and stuff. No. Okay. People moved.
Oh.
They moved to Sydney.
The family that was here last year moved, but used to get really good pictures. They allowed us into the barn. They had this cute dog. Oh, look at that horse, dude. You know, for like Christians and Catholics, you have the 10 Commandments. With the Amish, they don't have anything written down. If it's not written down, they can vote every year and cope with like living in a non-Amish world. So let's say one community would be like, oh, we don't like rubber tires in our buggies. And then if a family's like, oh, I want rubber tires in my buggies, it's completely normal to just leave, buy a farm, you know, like upstate, and start their own community where they have their own rules. So I guess I'm mentioning this because some of them are like, no photographs at all. Another community or family would be like, as long as you're not looking at the camera. Another community is like, oh, as long as we don't own the camera, the photo itself, or we don't put it up in the wall. So really, it's all different, you know. It's a mixed bag.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you.
So you don't have any beets right now, huh?
Beets, she's bringing them.
Oh, okay.
Amanda?
I heard you had beets.
Yes, I have beets.
How much are they? What else you got?
What are they? These? Yeah. Those are Brussels sprouts. Oh. They're not big.
When do they?
I got in the fall, late fall.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, my husband's
Yeah,
in there. He
well-
makes rustic furniture.
Right,
He's
that's
at
perfect. We're
He's
looking
at
for
home
someone to
right
do that.
now if you want to talk with him.
Yeah, we're gonna put this in the car and we'll walk over.
Yeah, just walk right in. He's in there.
Thank you. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I heard.
Beautiful shop you have.
Thank you.
We just met your wife Mary outside. She said that you build things. So we came by to see, talk to you about that.
Yeah, do you do custom orders of stuff by any
Well,
chance?
it depends on what you want.
Actually,
I'm a little bit fussy what I make.
oh, okay.
What do you like to make?
Tables and chairs.
I see.
Our picture frames that we make is basically about this width, and then we put hickory trim around the outside. This is hickory wood, and then we have cherry. You know what cherry looks like
I'd like to see it if you.
right here. Okay, 17 by
11 by 17,
11 by
rectangle.
17.
Yeah.
8. It has 8 sides.
So how much does that table over there go for with the
the
legs?
complete table is like 750.
750. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lasts forever, I bet, huh?
Yeah.
If you use it for a table, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Great. We'll be back.
Okay.
I'm Mark.
I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you. When it comes to the upstate Amish, they're not really old order. They're I don't want to say new order. I don't think they use that term, but they're different from the old order Amish from Pennsylvania and Indiana.
Have you or do you know of the set of rules around the specific community you're photographing?
Yeah, they're all different though, but I just don't ask, and I don't point it straight in their face, you know, and this ties back to the thing I was talking about before, this non-narrative approach where I'm not trying to do, you know, like I don't aim the camera right at them. Like I shoot a lot from the waist. Most of it from the waist, honestly. If you look at the photos, they're just as they are. They're not posing or trying to convey anything. I'm just capturing as I'm speaking to them. Where's Chris? Is Chris? Oh, there you go. Is it that way or this way? How far down? A mile? Okay. You know them, huh? Okay. What's your name? But they're all different, man. Once they say no, it's no, right? So I respect that. And there's a couple families we're getting closer with. There's a family that's building us like these picture frames. There's a family that we buy chicken feet from, you know, for broth. And actually, this is a good time to do this. I'm trying to help them sell their dog. If you're interested in buying a dog, there's one upstate named Tiny. This is Tiny right here. He is a Chihuahua, Jack Terrier, and Pomeranian mix. Yeah, if you're interested, hit me up. I can connect you to that family. I'd really like to help them out, you know, find a home for this dog. It'd be really cool. They're upstate. I don't want to disclose, you know, the location, but yeah. Check out my Instagram, hit me up, and maybe we can work something out. Tiny is a cute dog, man. I'd like to stay over one. I mean, first I want to have a meal. How cool would that be if they allow me to sit down and try not to add any kind of pressure in terms of like an end product for it. Really, it's what it is my experience with them, you know. A lot of people say I should make a book or print it somehow, and I don't think I'm ready to add that layer to it. Right now, I'm just fascinated by them, and that's what it's about, just trying to make a connection. And you know, a lot of the photos in it, it's really them responding to me. What you see is them looking at me and me looking at them. I feel like a lot of times, like their expressions, especially the children, it's like their first time seeing a Filipino. You know what I mean? And they're trying to figure it out. Like, what is this guy about? And it's sort of like a mirror. When I look at them, I'm the same way. I'm like, we're kind of looking at each other in awe. Like, right. I know about Larry Towell. I haven't looked at the book. I've only seen stuff online, and that stuff's amazing, man. I mean, a lot of people message me about him and look at his stuff. I'm gonna get to that book at some point, but it's Danny Lyon for me. You know, his approach to this specific thing for a year or two, and then he moves on to another thing he cares about. I think about him a lot when I'm doing that stuff. I'm getting there, I think. We'll see. They make jokes around us now, you know. They seem a little more comfortable. And it's all just asking questions. Like I love to ask questions, you know, that's me right there. And they just have so many things I don't know about. It's like this barrage of information that I love that. Jess is definitely a big part of the project. I can't do it without her. That's a big fact. And I'm really grateful for that, for sure.
What do you feel like are like the big upcoming obstacles that you're about to face with this project?
I try not to attach anything to it. Like, I think adding an end goal to it brings on these pressures, like questions like that. I guess hitting the wall is sort of like the last 2 times I went there, it was a little slower than the other times I went, and I had this new fear of like I just got lucky those 2 years, you know. Guess not today. So yeah, I think I gotta use my brain a little more. Like a winter, visit them during winter, finally ask them to have dinner somehow, you know. I guess that's what scares me. I guess to be like, yeah, I can have dinner. No.
Similar, how did the boxing influence the street and vice versa? How does shooting upstate and this community influence the street and vice versa?
I mean, it's all the same language to me. I used to think it's the same thing, actually. I used to go up there and be like, oh, this is just street, but it's like a dirt road. But over time, I realize it is not the same. Over time, I'm seeing that it's much different. And it's about them, you know? I'm trying to honor the subject, I guess. Where in street, I'm trying to show you something that will spark something in your brain. To me, like street, you're kind of, with the photos we have, it's like software for the person viewing it.
I know you said like you're not thinking about output when it comes to the project. You're not thinking about outcome, books, or anything like that. What would have to happen to make it successful in your mind?
Really, it's just people seeing these photos and relating to them on like a human level. Like these people are living a life opposite from ours, man. We worry about things like sustainability and living off the land, and these people are just living that. And if my photos educate people or make them think of things they haven't thought of, then to me it's a success.
What was it like? What was it like growing up being Filipino in this area of the country?
Definitely weird, that's for sure. My first experience with New York or US, like all I knew before coming here was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Home Alone, you know. And I remember like seeing snow on TV. Like, what the heck is that? But yeah, it was weird, man. I mean, language barrier. My parents were also immigrants, and navigating through all that as a kid, it's definitely strange. I got a story. First day of school, 3rd grade, before I got there, my parents were like, if the teacher asks questions, make sure you answer them, you know? Like, make sure you make friends and don't be too shy. I was like shy as a kid. And so, first day of class, teacher introduces me, like, oh, it's Marcus from the Philippines. And I sit down, and they were doing math, I guess. I forget what they asked, but it was like something like, what's 2 plus 1 or something like that. like my parents asked me to do. I raised my hand to answer a question. And in the Philippines, in class, if you answer a question, you gotta stand up. Put up my hand, teacher picked me. I like stood up, and the whole class was like, what the? Why is this guy standing up? Stand up, I go, 3. And the whole class just started laughing. I mean, that's what it was like growing up.
You want to talk about aspirations or experiences going back to the Philippines to photograph?
Oh yeah, that's a big goal of mine. Hopefully we can do it together, but yeah, I'm dying to go back there and take what I've learned here and apply it to my hometown especially. I would love to do what I'm doing with the Amish and street to the people in my hometown, you know. Raja City is got such a, I feel so connected to it as a home. Like, even though I'm not there, I still feel, when I land there, I feel like home, man. I don't know how to describe it other than that. And I'm so excited to do that. I think soon, you know, it's gonna happen when the timing's right. I already pictures in my head that should be good. We'll see.
All right, Mark, finish your sentence. I take photos because?
I take photos because it allows me to speak without words.
All right, that's gonna do it for this episode of Walkie Talkie. Mark, thanks for hanging out with me today, my brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. A lot of fun, nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun anyway.
Let the people know where they can show you some love.
You can find me on Instagram, Mark Can't Sleep, and hopefully when this video comes out, there'll be pre-orders for the shirt. If you're interested, go follow me. And yeah, if you're a fan of Tony, or you know somebody that is a fan of him, you like the shirt, check out my Instagram.
All right, dude. Peace.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm like, oh.